Right, so if you'll pardon the dog barking in the background, we are going to record the next 5 nails in this set. If you'll notice, my nails are different. If you want to see that video and it posts before this, then I will post it up here. If there's no link there, that means that this video is going up first, but then this video will go up afterwards. It is a few days later. It is Sunday. I believe I recorded this last Wednesday, Thursday. I don't remember at this point, but it's a moot point. I still haven't decided whether or not this is going to go up in one long video, if it's going to be 2 videos. I think it's going to be 2 videos because there's just no way I can edit it all the way down to a respectable amount of time. There was a train of thought there that has just sped away with the barking dog. You better stop soon because it's driving me nuts. I am not recording the second camera view of myself because I am not wearing any makeup. Not that that should matter, but I don't feel I look my best today. And honestly, I'm kind of dreading figuring out how to splice both videos together. So let me know if it's something that you want, and I will do it for other future videos. Probably not all of them, but some of them. And we're gonna get into it. So the first nails that we did, I'm sure this is the second video. So if you didn't watch that video and it's a separate video, I will put that here. But these are the first 5 nails, starting with, and these are going to be press-ons for myself. So starting with the thumb and going to the pinky. And then now we're going to be doing the next 5. So these are not drawn in order of how they're going to appear on my nails. I think I want this as my pointer finger. So I'm going to paint them in order in which they are drawn out, but I'm going to pick and choose which nails I want them on as I'm doing it. So this is going to be the pointer finger. We're going to start out with the checkerboard with flowers, and they're going to be in the same vein as these with the psychedelic colors and kind of wibbly wobbly lines. So thankfully the dog has stopped barking for now. I've got my pointer finger nail all set. These are what nail tips are they? Gel X, Apres Gel X, and they are the Natural Coffin Medium. I have prepped them with Extend Gel, not Extend Gel. I have prepped them with the nail tip primer because I didn't want to go in and file the surfaces. And they're going to be, I want them to last a long time. I prepped them with the Gel X nail tip primer just so that I don't have to worry about filing the surface, because I didn't want to go through and file surface of 10 nails that are not attached to my fingers, because that takes a little bit more work, and I tend to end up flicking the tips off of the nail stand, which is a bit annoying. So since they're already primed, I can go in with my color, and I'm going to start off with Perfect White. And then we'll paint in the checkerboards. I'm going to do 2 coats of the Perfect White. Cure for a full 60 seconds as is necessary with Madame Glam colors. And of course there are some hairs stuck now to the surface because it's been sitting out collecting dust for the past several days. All right, so we have our nail ready to go. I've gone and topped it with matte top coat just so that we can paint a little bit more easily on top. And I'm going to put a very thin coat of black on my long liner. So I'm gonna attempt to draw straight lines. That is not straight, that is crooked. All right, good so far. Now we're going to go in the other direction. First, I'm going to cure it because if I mess up the horizontal lines, I'm going to have to redo the vertical lines. All right, now we're going to do the horizontal lines. I always find it easiest if I balance my pinky so that stabilizes my hand, and then I just have to slightly move the brush in one direction. You'll notice I'm only doing the right side. That's because it's easier to then rotate the nail and do the other side. And that is spaced out quite perfectly, if I do say so myself. Go ahead and give that one more cure so that it can go ahead and paint in the opposing squares or the alternating squares, and then we can put in our flowers. All right, so I'm going to take the baby blender and I'm just going to go in and paint in alternating squares once I clean up the brush. Okay, so I want to make sure that I get all of them done. I think I'm going to start off with the outline squares since they're not full squares. I don't know why that necessarily matters, but okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cure this, and then I'm going to go over it and do one more coat so that it's all even and 100% black instead of transparent black, which it is right now. All right, now we're ready to move on to our flowers, which will have to be as tiny as I can make them because the squares are smaller than I anticipated. But we're going to start off with the red, and we're going to put little dots right there. Can I make them any smaller? We can try. Need a microscope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's better. And I'm going to count boxes. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that works out. It's right below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And then for these, I'm going to put an orange dot in the center. but you can't really tell the difference. Making them a little larger. I'm going to change the center of the flower to yellow, which means I'll be skipping 2 colors ahead because you can't really see the orange in between. Alright, so I'm going to continue with this method. I'm going to be using orange next with a green dot for the center of the flower, then a yellow flower with a blue dot, and so on and so forth until we come back around to the blue flower, sorry, the purple flower with a red dot. Alright, so now I'm going to give it a nice top coat, and that's going to finish off this nail. I'm prepping the thumbnail now, and when that is ready, we will begin the design. Okay, so anyone who follows me and has watched my videos is not shocked to find out that I got a phone call from my sister while I was filming, but it was actually quite funny because we were talking for a while and then finally hung up and got back to recording the video. And then my mom called to say that she had seen that there were tickets going on sale for Mamma Mia at the theater by us and wanted to know if I wanted to go see it. So her birthday is coming up, and my mom's, and my sister and I had been talking earlier in the day that she might come down to Florida from New York to surprise our mom for her birthday. So of course, when are the tickets for Mamma Mia? The day that my sister would fly in. So after I got off the phone, of course, my mom's like, do you want to see it? Yeah, no, of course, I would love to see it, which is true. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, crap, need to find out if my sister's actually going to be coming down on what day. So called her back to tell her that she might want to call and, talk to our mom and decide whether or not she's coming down. So back and forth, and now my sister is coming down, and the 3 of us are seeing Mamma Mia, and it's all settled, and back to the nail art. But basically just doing another silver-based nail with some rainbow decorations. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with this nail. I had a loose design worked out with the circles and the dots and the lines and whatnot. And I think it's probably one of my favorite nails out of the 10. I really like how it came out. And the kind of makes me think of flowers with the circles on the sides and the dots. And the the abstractness of it, but still keeping in theme with the rest of the set, being psychedelic, being rainbow, being pride and whatnot. So pretty simple, just laying down one stripe, curing it partially, going in and putting down the second line so that they don't bleed into each other, and then going around and just filling out each color in each area one at a time and flash curing in between. So this nail is about done. I actually do come back in to do the live narration after this nail is done, so I'm going to leave me from the past to it. All right, so as I showed you, we are using these 3 pigment powders. We've got Coral, we've got Dora, and we've got Izzy. They are our red, yellow, and blues, and with them we are going to mix the green, purple, and orange. And I've gone and done 2 coats of white. I've got a matte top coat on, and I'm going to actually start with a very stiff brush. Let's see if we can loosen up those bristles. Okay, we're going to start with the yellow, a little off-centered. Then we're going to go in with some red-ish. Then we're going to take some blue. I need a clean, non-stiff brush. So you can, of course, mix the colors on the nail, or you can mix them on the palette, or you can do both. I do, of course, have the other pigment colors, but why pull out the colors all separately when you can make them? Because knowing me, I would knock something over and make a mess. So I feel like you will, of course, reach a saturation point with the pigments on the nail. So then it's probably wise to go and do another matte top coat so that you can go in and start scrubbing fresh. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to matte top coat over this. Well, first I'm going to clean off my nails, my hands. I'm going to matte top coat over this, and then I'm going to go in and saturate it a little bit more. I'm not getting quite the payoff of purple that I want. So I'm going to actually pull the purple and see if it will mix in at this point. I'm gonna do one more coat. Good, how are you? I would love to see Mamma Mia. When is it? All right, so I went in and did another coat of the matte. This will be the last coat that I do because it's starting to get a little murky and muddy. And we don't want a murky and muddy rainbow tie-dye. So I'm gonna go in with the purple. I'm gonna go in with the blue, just around the edges. I'm gonna go in with the coral, not that brush. And I'm gonna bring some more blue and yellow up here. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. And I'm going to start drawing concentric hearts going from the center out. Let me clean up a little bit first. I'm actually going, I'm going to matte top coat over it again so that if we make a mistake with our lines, we're not stuck with them. So we're going to use black for our concentric hearts, and we're just going to go slowly. We're going to start from as center as I can make it. And I'm going to cure in between each one. Well, I'm going to flash cure in between each one. I think these are the most perfect hearts I've ever made. Now, I had the idea to go in with gold to burnish it with chrome. So I've got this chrome palette from Young Nails. I think this is probably the only gold chrome that I have. I have another one, but it's more of a copper. So I'm going to try that. You can chrome on top of the Madame Glam gel paints, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And since the background is already matte, we don't have to worry about it sticking. Or at least that's what I'm told. This never seems to work for me. Everybody else, hold on, I'm gonna run out of battery. Everybody else is just able to brush it off with no problems, but it always sticks for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to top coat over these lines individually, and then I'm going to wipe with alcohol the nail once it's cured. So I'm gonna grab my no wipe top coat. Actually, I'll do base coat. Grab my palette. This isn't going to work. I'm going to try it again with the silicone tool. I don't think it'll work now that I've wiped the surface, but let's give it a go. Oh well, it was an idea. All right, so I'm gonna go over it with our non-wipe top coat to finish off this nail. I am bummed that we can't make it gold, or at least I can't seem to make it gold. But there is still some shimmer and sparkle on it, which is always nice. All right, so it was partially part of the way through curing, and I figured it still needed something else. So I went in with some gold in the center of the heart and a gold border, and I think it looks a little bit better. I'm not sure if this is one of my favorite nails I've done so far. Probably in line with how I feel about this nail from the last set. For some reason, the third nail just never really comes out like what I want it to. But nevertheless, it will look fabulous with the sets. And now we're moving on to nail 4, which is in the lamp curing. The background color, which is this kind of peachy color from DGel. It is DGFP006 FP for full painting, and I'm going to give it 2 to 3 coats. I want full opacity, and this feels like it's more of a semi-translucent tone, so I'm going to give it 2 to 3 coats, and then we're going to move on with the design. Alrighty, moving on to nail 4. We did 3 coats of the what color would you call this? Off-white? Cream of the cream color from DGel. And now we're going to go in with some more wavy lines. I'm going to use the black, and we're going to go in the opposite direction that we went in for the first nail. All right, we're going to give this a cure, and then we're going to put in some alternating smiley faces and flowers. First, I'm going to scratch the corner of my eye, which all of a sudden started itching. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the smiley faces first, and I'm going to use a really pigmented yellow because the neon yellow, unfortunately, probably won't show up too well against the cream background. And when we want them to actually show up. So let's put one right here. We're using our dotting tool. And then we're going to put one here. Just going to pull off some of the paint here, because otherwise it won't cure properly. It's a little too thick. This one's a little bit see-through, but we can put on another coat after it cures. I'm confused though, because I thought I saw the flight details with you coming in at after 11, unless I was looking at it wrong. All right, we're down to the last itty bitty nail, and I'm going to attempt to do a rainbow peace sign. Hopefully no more interruptions for tonight. I spoke to my mom, I spoke to my sister, I spoke to my mom again, I spoke to my sister again. We're all phone called out. So I'm rotating the nail as I have my brush down, and I'm not moving the brush. I am just rotating the nail. Now, obviously you can do this on a fake nail. You cannot do it on the human. And now I'm moving the brush a little bit, now that I have the line drawn. All right, I'm gonna pop this in the lamp, and we're gonna continue on with the rest of the colors of the rainbow. Okay, so we're on to the last part now, where I need to actually put in the peace symbol. So we're going to carefully do the center column. All right, here is the finished second set to go along with the first set. So I'm not really sure if I want them as they are in terms of, you know, this set on this hand versus, you know, swapping, mixing and matching. I kind of feel like certain elements are mismatched. Like maybe if these swapped, and then maybe these swapped. I think that actually looks pretty good. But these are going to go on my hands, hopefully. I'm not sure if they're actually going to fit since I sized them while I already had product on my nails, which you shouldn't do, but I wanted to make these and I didn't want to wait until I had naked nails. I think they should fit once I don't have product on my nails, and I'm very excited to put them on. So stay tuned for that. It may be after this set comes off. I'm not 100% sure. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to attach them. If I want to use glue tabs, if I want to use peel base. I'm not sure because I would like to try to preserve them. Not for future use again, but just to have them. But we'll see. So like I said, stay tuned. Let me know what you think of these nails. I absolutely love them. There are some things that I would change, but as a whole, I think they came out fantastic. I hope you agree. Thank you for joining me, for making it this far. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Although, as much as I can remember, the information for the products I use will be in the description box below. And please hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you always know when new videos are available. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.